Hey, what is up? In today's Daily Bible Breakdown, we are in the book of Judges, chapter 6 and 7, and today we meet Gideon. And through Gideon, we are going to gain an understanding of God that is going to change our lives. What is this understanding? Stick around to find out. Hey, what is up? Ladies and gentlemen, Bob Garvin with the Bible Strength Project. I see you here with another episode of our Daily Bible Breakdown, where we're doing two things. One, we're lifting up biblical truth to help you get stronger mentally, physically, most importantly, spiritually. Two, we're reading through the entire Bible in just 1 year. Finishing up a couple of extra burpees for my 100 daily burpees. Of course, you see where I'm at. I'm in the barn of knowledge.
Barn of knowledge.
And also, today's preaching day. So listen, today's preaching day, Sunday. Get into a church, a real physical church with people on a steeple. Get into one. If you're in Lancaster and you don't have a church, come on down to the Willow, 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock services, please. It matters, man. Live worship matters. All right, listen, we're in the book of Judges, chapter 6 and 7. We're going to talk straight to you right now. I want to bring back this concept to you of spiritual toughness. Spiritual toughness is the ability to hold on to God's promises while living in a broken world. Let me repeat that for those of you who didn't hear it the first time. Spiritual toughness is the ability to hold on to God's promises while living in a broken world. That is what we are about here at the Bible Strength Project, becoming spiritually tough. Why? Because it allows us to receive more of God's blessings. His peace, His love, His joy, His mercy, His grace, His delight. And then we get to pass that along to our loved ones. All right, so listen. Judges 6 and 7, we meet Gideon today, okay? Gideon is having a tough time. He's in the bottom of a wine press hiding from the Midianites because they're going to take all of his crops and all of his food, so he's not in a good position. The angel of the Lord comes and says, "You're the guy. You're going to save Israel," right? So Gideon rallies. He rallies a little bit over 22,000 troops. 22,000 guys say, "Yeah, we're with you, man. We'll follow you, dude." And God says something fascinating to him. He says, "You got too many people, man." He said, "If you go and fight the Midianites now with all these people and you win, you're going to think that you did it and not me. You got to get rid of some people." And so 22,000 of the followers of Gideon leave. And then God says, "You still have a few too many people," and more people leave. So Gideon's left with 300 people. God says, "That feels about right for me to do my work." Here's the thing. Listen. This is why we read the Bible, right? So we can see how God works through the different lives of people in the Bible. What we're trying to accomplish is to get an encyclopedic knowledge, right? We want hundreds of different perspectives of how God's love works in the people that He loves, okay? So when you're in certain situations, you can say, "Hey, maybe I'm in the same situation as so-and-so in the Bible." Or maybe this situation is like so-and-so in the Bible. Maybe today, right, when it appears that I'm losing, when it appears that I've got resources that are falling away, when it appears that I'm taking a step backwards, maybe this is a Gideon moment. Maybe God is taking things away from me, so when I win, there be no doubt that it was Him. Are you with me? Maybe you're in that moment right now. Maybe a light bulb just went off. You thought, "Holy cow, maybe God's really working in my life. Everything looks like it's falling to pieces. Everything looks like it's going backwards, right? That I'm losing." Maybe this is a Gideon moment, and if you could have that epiphany, right? Hope comes back. Faith comes back. A little spark, a little bit of love. Fear leaves you. Faith grows, right? Do you see what I'm talking about? We want to gain spiritual toughness by having perspective of how God works in the lives of different people in the Bible. And by the time we're done reading through this year, we should have hundreds of examples, hundreds of situations where God jumps in and works differently each time. It's how we get spiritually tough. Holding on to God's promises while living in a broken world. Amen? Threw a lot at you this morning. I apologize. I'm excited. I don't apologize. You can handle it. You're spiritually tough. And now for
Today's Power Verse.
today's power verse, Judges 7:2. The Lord said, Gideon, your army is too big. I can't let you win with this many soldiers. Do me a favor. Get out your daily Bible reading tracker. Give yourself a check mark. Give yourself credit for doing the work today. It's not easy reading your Bible every single day, but we are getting it done. Bob Garvey with the Daily Bible Breakdown. See you tomorrow.